and welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. You see the record that I have in here, I need to be able to view them on this my table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out for now. Okay, let's create another function up here to display that very data, but first I'm going to copy all of this. I'm not going to need it all though. Paste, and let's come right down here. We change this to display data. Okay, and let's get rid of all of this. We don't need those. Now what else do we need? Let's indent this, undo that, indent right here. Okay, alright, so we now need to get rid of this. We need to use selection statement here, so I'm going to get rid of all of this, and let's just select all from my database here. Select all from data entry, close that, and in there I'm now going to declare a local variable. I'm going to call that variable result. Results equals cursor dot fetch all. I think we can even say fetch one. Let's say fetch all. Enter parentheses. So that's result. And let's use an if statement to check if is nothing. So I'm going to say if when we check by leaning and result is not equals to 0. Now we want this. We want my Treeview, tree underscore record is called. That's the name of my table. Dot delete whatever you may have in there. Okay. Anything. Dot get underscore child. Let's get the children. There we go. Now use a for loop. For, let's say for row in result here is just result. Then the tree we want you to insert as follows. Tree record dot insert, and let's set the very first value to nothing, comma, and comma values equals row. Yeah. So we just need to commit and close there. Okay, So we're going to run that, but before then we need to call this display. We need to call it right here inside this button that is known as display data equals that. So let's run it. Okay, so let's click on this button. There we go, look at that. That's good. The other thing is I need to call that as well in here, so that whatever I add in here is displayed. Alright, so that's fine. I'm going to close that. And let's go right up there. Right there. Okay, I'm going to grab this display and let's call it right here. Yeah. Oh, okay, let's call it before we close anyway. Undo that. And let's call it right here. Okay, that's fine. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to be able to click on any of the records and redisplay it on all of the widgets. So to do that, what we need to do is come right down here. Let's declare another variable, another data function. So I'm going to call that. Let's say learner information. Learner's info. Okay. And let's use evaluate it. Then we use view info. That's my local variable. View whatever info I have inside my tree record. Tree record is my table. Let's say dot. We want it to focus. Then create another local variable. Let's indent this. I'm going to call that learner data equals tree record dot item equals view info. Close that. Now let's create another one. We call that role equals learner data. We want it to view. We want to view. And close this as well here. I think that should be views. Right. Okay. Now I need to list all my rows. So all of those rows, let's grab them here. I want this. Copy it up to here. And we'll take it down. Alright, so let's give them all a value. The very first row is going to be, I'm referring to this row now, so I want to use the row to refer to my data. The very first one is 0. And repeat the same thing for the others. Copy, paste, that'll be 1, and so on. Okay, change this to 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There. Okay, you see this learner function there? I'm now going to call it inside my table. I think the table is, there we go. So come right down here, and what we need to do is we need to get it bind. Let's paste it in there first, and I'm going to just grab all of this, grab the name of my table, paste it right there, and just say bind, open a bracket, enter a speech mark, and that is supposed to be for the button release. Okay, and comma there. So in here, just enter button, release. There we go. Let's say -1. I think that should do it. Right. Now the next thing we want to do is we now want to call this very data. Let me call my data, yeah, display data. Come right down here, come in here, and then it's here, just call display data. Okay, let's try it out. I'm going to click on run. Let's just see how that's going to work. Now click on any of this record here. There we go. That's what I want to achieve. That's fine. Alright, so this is working, this is working. If I change this now, I should be able to add more data in here, I think. Yeah, that's correct. I can add more data, and I can add more solid there. That's good. So we need to be able to update, delete, so all of this works, and search. Okay, so let's exit out here. Alright, okay, let's go where my functions are. So right underneath here, I'm going to create, let's create for updates. Yeah, let's create updates. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is let me copy as follows. Yeah, I think I might be able to use this. Yeah, I will use those. So copy from here up to here. Right, and let's take it down here. So we call that update, and underneath paste the following lines of codes. Let me get it indented properly before we start work. Undo that, come on, do that again, indent. Okay, there we go. Right, we have all the necessary information for our database location there. Now the cursor here. Now for the executor, this has to change. So I'm going to change all of this to update data entry. That's the name of my database. Set first name equals equals %s, comma. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the surname. In here we need to enter this. Okay, repeat the same thing for the surname. The surname will be enter surname there. Paste and get this on board. And just repeat the same for address. There. And I'll repeat the same thing for the rest of the columns. Alright, all the fields are now in place. So the last thing we need to do with this update is, you see right here, we need to change that to record successfully updated. So I'm going to delete that. Come right here, just change that to there. And we also need to enter update on the button. So let's scroll down to the buttons, where the buttons are right here. So let's change that to update here, and that will be update. Good. So let's run it now and see how that's going to look like. I'm going to select one of these records here, like Tony Montana. Let's change that to Johnson. So let's say it's John Johnson. John. Okay, let's make the address different. And here, let's call that Kingsland Road. Right, and change the telephone number as well. Change the membership type. There we go. I think the rest we do. So all we then need to do is to click on this and see what's going to happen here. Okay, the reference number will be the same. So let's just click on that. There we go. That is it. Changed. Let's change Sally as well. I'm going to change that to Mary. Mary Wales. And change the location, address, everything. 92 Felix Lane. Frogner. Okay. And change this as well. And change this to monthly. There. Change that to student. Click on update. Look at that. There we go, guys. That's fine. So all we now need to do is to take care of delete and search. Okay. So let's assume we have more than one of those guys. So let's take care of those. So exit out. There we go. So let's go to where my functions are. Okay, right underneath here, I'm going to create my function delete. Let's just call that delete DB. There. And I think we can still make use of some stuff here. Let's copy this up to maybe here and change that to delete anyway. Right, copy, come right down here, paste. What else do I need there? I can make use of. Yeah, I can make use of this. Come right down here, paste. Okay, now let's take care of this delete. So in here, this will become the SQL statement delete from, and what are we deleting? That will be delete from my database data entry where reference number equals %s, comma, reference num dot get, and close that. Alright, so that should be able to delete. So we comment it here, display it, close, and message record successfully deleted. Okay, there. Okay, we now need to call this function inside one of those buttons, or one of the delete buttons. Let's go right down and look for, okay, there we go, delete. Let's say command equals delete. There we go. Now, so let's run it and see how that's going to look like. So run. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's make some duplicate here. I'm going to add another one. Add again. Okay, as you can see, we have more than one Tony Montana there, so we need one valid one. So we can just select maybe this very one, click on delete. There, that's Tony Montana gone. We only have 2 left. Let's delete this one as well. Delete. There, back to our original records. Alright, let me just change this around and change this to maybe James. Okay, now come in here and just change this. Let's change the address to and that will be King's Cross Lane. Alright, so we can add his own details. We can add his own details to the system. Let's click on add. There we go, we have James on the system. Okay, if we did have a duplicate like you guys saw earlier on, we can always delete it. So duplicated or duplication of James. So all that is left for us to do now is to take care of search. Alright, exit out. So this works. All of this works. Delete works. Reset works. Exit works apart from search. Okay. Now let's go up there. Scroll right up there underneath. Yeah, that's fine. So right here we need search DB. Okay, inside our search DB, Then I'm going to need a couple of these as well, so let's just grab all of these here. If not all, just grab all of this. Anyway, we change this around and drop it underneath here. There. And let's see what else. We're going to need this as well. So I'm going to grab all of this for now. Yeah. Copy, come right down, and paste it right here. There we go. Alright, let's start work. Start work with the coding. So this one will be select. Select from my database where this equals search. That will be my search. I think it's uppercase. Let's go and check. Search is uppercase. And bring it down. And the text box should be search as well. Let's see the text box. Search uppercase. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. That is it. Alright. So we now need to call this very one. Okay, we can call that right away. Okay, since we already have rows in here, I'm just going to use this row. So row equals cursor dot fetch. Let's say fetch all and see how fetch all will work. Fetch all. There. That should do it. Okay, but supposing the data we're looking for is not here, so I'm going to come in here. Let's use try. Get rid of this, and I'm going to indent all of this. There we go. And right underneath here, yeah, right underneath here, that's fine. I will enter as follows. Let's say accept. There. Let's have a message box there, a message that will say something. Cut that off, and that message might be okay. Let me say results not found. No such results. Okay, come right down here, change that to nope, no such record found. There. And at the same time we can always reset. So let's say reset, call the reset function. Okay, I think now we do. Yeah, for one thing first, let's call this inside the search. Go right down the button that is called search. There. Command equals search. Okay, before we try it out, let's add one single line of code in there. So where is it? Okay, search right here. I want search dot set. Once we search it, I want it cleared. Oh, look here, there's an error here. Get rid of that. That's supposed to be %, and this will be %. I'm ampersand. Okay, that's fine, I think. Yeah, let's see. Let's have a good look at it anyway. So I'm going to run it now. So let's go to File. Let me run. Click on OK. Okay. So let's search for any of these records. So I'm going to go for maybe 75433. Search. There we go. See that, guys? That's fine. Let's search for maybe James. 754. That's 342. There. That's fine, guys. The system is working as expected. So let's going to change this. Let's say that's Peter, and the name is Peter Saul. And in here, change the number. Add. Now let's change this as well. Successful. Alright, but there's an error somewhere. In the first place, I can now see my scroll bar. Okay, and there seems to be an error here as well. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to exit out, and there we go. Look at that, right in front of me. Okay, I have them both as bottom and bottom. That was supposed to be right. So let's just change that to right. There we go. That's right now. So when I run it now, I should be able to see my scroll bar on both at the bottom, that's it, and on the right hand side. Okay, so let's just change one or two things around again. So let's assume let's clear that, or just enter something in there anyway. Then we can just round up the whole program. And this one, let's say the name is David. Or let's just clear it all and enter a new one. So Dave Sampson. Let's enter his details first, and let's move on Goodman Road. Or close, Goodman Close. London. And telephone. There we go. It's got his driving license, annual member, or let's make that monthly, and monthly there. So all I'm going to do now is to click on add. There. That's it. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this very advanced and beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There's a lot of benefit to that, or there are a lot of benefit if you're a member of the channel. And thanks for watching. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.